up?
The dirtbags are playing X-Wing.
Hey there, everybody. Chris Renshaw here, and I just got back from the Stele Open. The Stele Open is a completely Star Wars-focused tabletop gaming convention up near Dulles Airport outside of Washington, D.C. Over 3 days, people take place in all sorts of Star Wars tournaments, such as Star Wars Destiny, Imperial Assault, Armada, not to mention a huge X-Wing tournament that was the bulk of Saturday. Over 180 gamers were in the X-Wing tournament by itself. It was just a huge amount of people, and it was so cool seeing all these people playing their favorite Star Wars games. In case you're wondering, I was there demoing games on behalf of Fantasy Flight Games. Specifically, we were showing off Star Wars Destiny, and what I was playing was the Rune Wars miniature game and showing that off to people because that game will be releasing here soon, and people were curious about the game, and Fantasy Flight was really wanting to show it off to this crowd. Not only that, on Saturday, one of our friends from our gaming group, Randy, went up with me because he's also a big Star Wars fan and in love with the X-Wing and Armada games. So he went up with me on Saturday and played in the X-Wing tournament, and I managed to get a couple clips in before he started.
I'm the outsider here.
You're the one that got me into this.
I know. But in other words, I'm not the crazy competitive X-Wing player. Also, I'm the drug dealer.
Yeah.
I'm the, hey, you want your free sample? So how are you feeling, Randy?
There's a lot of people here. It's going to be a good game. So probably get my butt handed to me in the first few rounds, but it's going to be fun. At least I know I get 5 games in.
So this is the difference between you and me. You're sitting here wearing an X-Wing shirt, and I'm right now wearing a Pokemon shirt.
Well, you are an oddball, Chris.
Now, I had played and I had seen a bunch of X-Wing tournaments in my store, but this was the first time really seeing a huge event solely dedicated to something for X-Wing. I'd been to the Nova Open and seen it mixed in with other stuff, but just seeing this many gamers only playing X-Wing was surely a sight to behold. And there was a lot of people there. There was people showing up in costumes, and everybody was just such in a great mood. It was just so awesome to see. The swag bags they gave out were great. The convention was really great because they set it up so that you only paid, I think it was $65, $70. And not only did you get entry into the convention, but that also gave you food for the whole time. You had access to drink, free soft drinks, and that sort of thing. And it was just really great how well the convention took care of all their participants and make sure everything had everything they need to make a really awesome time. Not to mention there was a ton of giveaways. They had all sorts of painted custom ships and all sorts of special products and accessories that they were just giving out by the dozen to all the people. In fact, even Randy got one of them as well. And not only did you have cool swag that you were given for free, but they were also selling some cool swag as well. All the people playing in the X-Wing tournament were playing on these beautiful 3x3 playmats that were made specifically for this event, showing off the planet of Jebda and how the temple being detonated from orbit from the Death Star. You see this kind of circular shadow. And then they were selling these placemats afterwards, and people were just buying them up. And I don't doubt it because they were just really, really beautiful. Not only that, whoever was winning, and it's not just like, what are these people playing for? They're not playing for entry into like nationals or worlds. What they're playing for is a giant wrestling belt. Yeah, so the people that behind the convention actually made a really well done wrestling belt that had each of the different games on it, and so it would look really goofy, but it was also pretty funny to see and really cool to see up close. when gamers weren't busy at their tournaments, there was even other types of competition going to place. Like this strange competition I managed to catch a few glimpses of. It was a mustache competition, which there was definitely quite a few mustaches there. I would say of all the men that were there, about 75% of them were rocking at least a decent mustache. So the competition, as you'll hear, was pretty severe. The X-Wing tournament ran real late on Saturday night, so while I was waiting for Randy to finish up, I managed to talk with two of the creative types that they had brought in to the show to talk about some of the other cool things that you can do with these ships and this cool universe. And so I managed to also sit down and interview them and show off their work. So here it is. So I'm here with Madeline and Jeff, who are two of the artists here showing off some of their work at the Stele Open. And so, Madeline, you take commissions for custom paint jobs on the existing ships. Mm-hmm. And then, Jeff, you actually modify and create new ships.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, how did you first get into the custom paint jobs?
Well, we had started playing, and this guy kept buying cool ships that were painted up. Yeah, and I think you started it saying, why can't we do this ourselves? Yeah. I've been an artist for a long time, but hadn't really found a good channel for it.
Yeah, right.
And so yeah, we just picked up some paints and started painting, and yeah, and now we're here.
Now, is it just the X-Wing, or do you do other miniature games as well?
Right now, I've really only painted for X-Wing and then one Armada ship, which was 3D printed by you. But I really do want to look into IA, and I started painting a miniature that was from Fantasy Flight's new game. So.
Right, Rune Wars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking
and you've been actually painting the B-Wing was yesterday, correct?
Yes, I started on this yesterday morning. Let's see, it's probably too small to...
I can zoom in a little bit.
Yeah. Lighting. But we got a Leia pinup.
Nice.
Rebel symbols, and I just asked people what the colors should be, so we ended up with LSU / the Minnesota Vikings.
Awesome.
Yeah. And, it's not done. Needs a wash and highlighting and stuff, but almost got the base colors.
It's close.
Yeah.
And these are some of your others, right? Over here?
Yeah. The guy here, Jonathan Lee, who's playing, commissioned these. They were all his idea. I can't take credit for the ideas on these.
Gotcha.
We found out who he's coming, and he decided to bring extra ships so we could show him off. And I haven't got to see all of them together because I did the commissioning parts.
Right.
So that was very cool to see.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into changing and modifying the ships?
Well, started modifying with Lightcraft. We originally opened Lightcraft to be a painting and modding studio, and it morphed into just a painting studio. I was building the cracks into the Beresky board version.
Okay.
And that was an $80 ship by the time I was done. So I couldn't justify saying, hey, if you want the ship, it's $80. It's just too much. So I started 3D printing, and it was actually, the cracks variant was the very first one.
Right.
Because of that sculpt that I was doing. And then we came up with the hinges and the other modified pieces, and it got to the point where I had to quit doing modifications because of the work for Luxuries.
Yeah.
I would like to get back to the point where I can start installing my own mods again. Yeah.
And you've got some of your own B-Wing. You were showing me the
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
modifications over here.
The B-Wing, one hinge there. The new hinge does have a stop on it so that they stop at 90 degrees,
Yep.
but they do close.
Awesome.
This one's magnetized, so it does the whole spinning thing.
Those are rare earth magnets.
Rare
so
earth.
easy to get.
Then the cockpit is the prototype cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have the E2 cockpit, just slightly longer. I think it looks better on the
The
B-Wing.
two-person cockpit.
Yeah, I think it looks far better on the B-Wing actually.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And then the turret rotates too.
Yeah, the turret also, all the modification pieces come with holes already. All you gotta do is drop a magnet in, they're ready to go.
So yeah, those at least are very user friendly.
Okay. And was that a 3D print or was
yes,
that the okay.
yes, this is a 3D print.
Okay. And so the rest of these in the case here are
They're all 3D printed. The only tie in the case that's completely 3D printed is the droid. The rest are all conversion kits.
okay.
So they're part FFG model and part 3D print.
Yeah, that's.
And you said you use Shapeways.
Shapeways, yes.
So you guys don't actually own the 3D printer. You just upload your designs and then.
Yeah.
Correct.
If we wanted to get that amount of clarity and printing quality from a home machine, we would need to shell out about $10,000.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that's in the future when we win the lottery or something.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to just showing off your work, you're actually judging other people's work, correct?
Yes, that's the main reason we flew out here. I think
Right.
that's why Aaron invited us.
Yeah.
And you're and you were also, there's a couple of seminars and Q&A stuff, I believe, yesterday.
It's going to be they rescheduled. It's going to be after lunch today.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's going to be Mark and us and Scott.
Cool.
Yeah, people we'll do like a little Q&A.
Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just helping people like, hey, I know nothing about painting, that sort
Yeah.
of thing. All right. And then you're also, like, for instance, I believe this is this piece down here, isn't that one of the
Yeah,
trophy or
here, do you take
giveaways?
out the
Yes.
Talon wing so you can flip it around. Fine. So yeah, 2 big wings. Had to do 2 pinups.
So we got that one on the one side.
Awesome. Now, how long does it take you to do something like a piece like this?
So the whole piece, or just like
the whole piece?
The whole piece, man, is many hours over many days. Each pinup took me the better part of 2 days to do, everything for it.
The level of detail on both Darth Talons is pretty high.
Yeah.
So it's time consuming. I'm trying to speed up my process, but I'm not airbrushing anything right now.
Right.
So it's all hand painted, hand blended. No decals. Not that I'm judgy about decals. There's a tie over there. Well, the cases aren't there. That has decals that looks fantastic. So.
Right. And in addition to a Facebook group, you also have Instagram where people can see kind of in progress shots of what you're working on.
Her Instagram is arguably the better one to follow.
Right.
Yeah, I try not to flood like the mods page with work in progress shots, but yeah, my Instagram definitely has more stuff on it right now.
And it's Lightcraft Mini Studios, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And then if they want to see pictures of the stuff on Shapeways, it's probably the best way.
Shapeways is the best way. Madeline does also a great job at photography. So we're all in-house with the photography and painting right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, we don't put up a product until we have nice, pretty pictures.
Yeah, and so the best place to see yours is definitely on the Shapeways website.
Because each one has different angles. We made sure to turn the model so you could see.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you'll also see all of his ships on my Instagram too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There was a point where he was designing ships faster than I could paint them. I should mention that he has never done any 3D designing, but never worked with a 3D program before like a year ago. He's a retired chef.
Nice.
So he just picked it up and started doing this. And I'm like, my brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think it's cool.
Now, and just in case anyone's curious, for say a custom job like that, how much would you charge for a commission?
Sure. Right now, ships that are small, so a T-70, a B-wing, a TIE, a Z-95, start at $50 for a basic repaint. And now basic makes it sound standard repaint, so it's like 3 colors plus metallics plus all the shading, washing, highlighting, a glossy cockpit. That's all included.
Gotcha.
And so it starts at $50 plus the cost of the model, and people can either send me their model or we can buy the.
We can obtain one.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Start from scratch, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about some of the, like, say if you wanted to get like some of the larger Millennium Falcon style?
Sure. It gets the price. It gets more complicated as it goes up. It's basically scaled off of the surface area that I'm painting.
Gotcha.
The Falcon generally starts at 100, and then that pinup I believe was 50. The Talon size pinup is more like 75. So yeah, the Falcon, without including the cost of the ship, was so 150. Yeah. And this was a long time ago, so I can't remember. And as I have been having more people contacting me, I've had to adjust my prices.
Right. And I believe you said there was a waiting list right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
I'm still getting a hang of estimating how much time each commission is going to take. So my rough estimate is 6 months. Jeff thinks more like 10 months.
I'm responsible for her backup, by the way.
Yeah.
What she mentioned earlier about bringing so many ships in at one time,
Right.
she was painting them. Took time away from her commission paint. So I am now trying to help her.
But we also, we don't require a deposit or anything to put your name down on the waiting list. Just,
Gotcha.
You get in touch with me, tell me what you're looking at. I'll write all that info down, and then when it's time, I come back and say, hey, are you still interested? And we'll talk more ideas, and then we get it started and worked out. And you don't pay until you get proof photos of everything looking.
Yeah, we don't take
done.
any money until they're done, and the client has approved the proof photos.
Gotcha. Awesome.
And then finally, at last, the tournament was brought to a close. They sat around, everybody excitedly, as they announced off the top 32 people that would be playing in the next day's events. Sadly, Randy did not make it. He actually went 0-6 for the entire event. But I got to say, I have never seen a person
so upbeat and cheery during the whole thing. He took it in stride. He was such a good sport because he was having a blast, and everybody just made him feel so included, and he had a lot of fun. And even here, they even gave him prizes of his own. As you'll see, I managed to catch this here, and there was no way I was not going to get this on video.
Okay, so as I was saying before, we realized we had things left. Of course, we appreciate the higher-end competition here, and we definitely have that. Tomorrow we'll see some absolute first-rate X-Wing, I'm sure, in our top 32. But I do like to make sure everybody, down to beginning players, have a good time here and have a chance to get some stuff. So we had 3 noble players today who went over. 3 0-6 players. So, in descending order of fun had, we will be giving them out something to thank them for coming out and stretching their legs with X-Wing and joining our community and learning the game here in this tournament environment. So, first, what we're giving out is one of the FFG High Gloss Pix cards, slick little token set from that I was sent over from Gatai Gaming, and some customs that were sent down from the iRebel group a little bit north of us, and one of our Stele Open template trays. So we have 2 of those. So first goes to Eli Evans. Where is that person? Where is this Evans? Is he here? All right, well, then that just goes back because there's no other Ophir players. Next goes to Randy Ward. Yay! Okay, and the last, we have a Bix card because the Force was not quite with her today, but I think she had a good time. We have a collection of 4 sweet little Jedi starships here, Jedi Starfighters, and we have a custom-made Stele Open tournament box, an entire storage solution by Crafted Storage, and we have one of our Bix card. Today was this person's, round 1 was this person's 2nd X-Wing game, and she was actually slated to not play round 6 and go play IA, but decided, bump IA, I'm having more fun losing an X-Wing. So, for losing all day in such cheery and spectacular fashion, I would like to bring up Miss Miranda, not Doke anymore. Enjoy your stuffs.
So all in all, both Randy and I had a blast at this convention. We loved hanging out with people. We loved talking with a bunch of fellow Star Wars nerds. We made some new friends. We had an awesome time, and both of us said that we are definitely looking forward to coming back next year, which next year's Stele Open is at the beginning of March. So make sure you check out Stele Open's website and go ahead and register as soon as possible, because they had awesome, cool bags that they were giving away that were custom designed, and I imagine they're going to be doing just the same thing for next year as well. So make sure you check out their website. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos just like this, including I've got some new cool stuff on the way specifically relating to X-Wing. So until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.
How's it feel?
I learned a lot. I got some swag. I got a lot more to learn. But it was fun.